Good morning, buzzers. It's Tuesday. It's the 27th of October. I'm Mike, and this is Good Morning, Buzzers. Do you like our theme tune? We've been playing it for a few days. Good morning, buzzers. I am Mike from buzz50.com, the social networking site for seniors over 50. This is Good Morning, Buzzers. It's just a friendly chat between me and you and all the other buzzers at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the week. Well, nearly. Sometimes we do it at a different time, but it's still Good Morning, Buzzers. Good morning to you. If you're on the Buzz 50 homepage, if you're watching this live, if you want to come and join all the other buzzers in the chat room, you'll see a link under where I'm speaking. Click it. You'll dive into the Good Morning, Buzzers chat room, along with Carrie May, Dunk59, Fee, Fleur Rose, Jeff C, Lauren, Muzam, Pronto, Quiet Mouse, Tulia, and Viv Huff. So good morning to all of you in the Good Morning Buzzers room. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope the day has started off well, or depending on where you are in the world, I hope the day's continuing well, because we do have members from all around the world, and we do have members in the Good Morning Buzzers room from all around the world, and Muzem does not have any sound. Sorry about that. Sometimes if you come into the Good Morning Buzzers room, the sound doesn't work. It doesn't launch properly. I think people have said, if you've got a conventional keyboard, if you hit F5, that can help. Muzem is back into the Good Morning Buzzers room. This morning we have got Name That Tune, Identify That Voice, Spot the Difference, What Is This, International Roll Call, birthdays, new members, and tomorrow we'll have Where in the World Are You From, and we've got a good one lined up. So yesterday, both Name That Tune and Identify the Voice were guessed. We've got a new one today, or a new one for each of those. Welcome to the Good Morning Buzzers room, old timer 1477. We'll find out in a little while where everybody is from around the world. If you're watching this and you're not a member, that's fine. If you do want to join, then you do have to be over 50, but it is completely free to join. Can you name this tune for 10,000 of our valuable buzzer points? And good morning to you, Witch Morgana. A little bit late, but we're glad you could make it. Can you name that tune? I suspect it won't last very long, that one. So let's name that tune, and this is Identify the Famous Voice.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
Sorry, says Witch Morgana, I'm late. Yes, you are late. It's the Beatles, says Muzem, but what is it? What is this? What is this tune? The Funeral March, says Viv Huff. No. Morning, everyone, says Witch Morgana. And welcome to the Good Morning Buzzers room, Cold Feet. Let it be, shouts Quiet Mouse. Yes, Quiet Mouse wins with Let It Be. Muzam let the cat out of the bag with the Beatles. Oh, no, Let It Be, said Quiet Mouse. Yeah, Quiet Mouse said Let It Be. Yep, Quiet Mouse wins. I'm not very good at doing this, am I? Sometimes I miss who's typed what. So we will allocate the 10,000 buzzer points, unless I'm corrected by the video umpire. We'll say Quiet Mouse wins that, but nobody has yet guessed this, which is the famous voice. Can you identify this famous voice?
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
Yay, Mouse, says Viv Huff. Essex wins. Still losing the video of Mike, says Fifi's left the room. Well done, Mousey, says Jeff C. We've got other things coming up. We have got a couple of good jokes. Let's do joke number one now. The idea of this is you all send jokes in. Oh, and don't forget, do contact either by coming into the Good Morning Buzzers room or phone in. Please do phone in now. Unlike the other day, I do have the phone handy, so if you ring, I will answer it. or you can call on Skype. Let's check that Skype is up and running. Yes, it is. So 07540 667 or +44 7540 667 If you get a pen handy, I'll read it out again. Or Skype, Mike Buzz50 or mike@buzz50.com. It's great when somebody does call in or text in. And a few of you have been asking, Miller is improving. With any luck, she'll be on the broadcast tomorrow. She is up and about, or she has been, and back into bed now, keeping warm. Still got a headache and various other little bits. Not quite so right with her, but she's not too bad, and she does send her love. Right, okay, let's get on with joke number one. If you've no idea what this is all about, if you've tuned in, as they say, one way or another, either on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter even, Buzz50 homepage, or you're in the Good Morning Buzzers room, you've no idea what's going on. This is all it is. It's just a friendly chat between good for Miller. I'm glad, says Lauren. It's just a friendly chat between buzzers. So if you know anybody who would like a bit of company in the mornings, 7:30 a.m. UK time, or anybody who can come and help liven it up, you can be anything from reclusive and lonely right through to extrovert and lively, and we welcome you here. And we have got in the Good Morning Buzzers room already Witch Morgana, Carrie May, Cold Feet, Dunk59, Fee, Fleur Rose, Jeff C. Lauren, Muzzam, Old Timer. We've got Pronto. We've got Quiet Mouse. We've got Tulia, and we do have Viv Huff. So good morning to all of you. Good morning to you, wherever you're watching. I know loads and loads of people watch this, particularly on the Buzz50 homepage and YouTube, and don't like to come into the chat rooms. That's fine. That's no problem at all. We are here for everybody. Viv Huff is typing something across, that's scrolling across. Haha, Viv Huff loves Mike Swoon. Haha, very good, Viv Huff. Thank you very much. Let's do joke number one. Now, the idea of this is these are jokes sent in by buzzers, not made up by me. I just read them out. Hopefully, then, you can vote for them. Anything from 0 to 10, either by typing in the Good Morning Buzzers room, or by sending a PM on the site, if you remember, or by phoning. So get ready with your phone. Send me a text. Let's do joke number one. Joke number one. John was busy in the living room opening the mail when he came across a package containing his repaired cell phone. He unwrapped it, checked it out, and called his wife, who was in the kitchen, to see if it worked. "Hi, honey," he said. "Hi, sweetie," said the wife. "I'm sorry, I can't talk to you now. My husband's in the living room." Ta-da! That is a joke. That is a joke. That is a joke. That is a joke. I sent it in as a joke, so it is a joke. That is a joke sent in by a buzzer, expecting to get a good score out of 10. So how many points would you give that joke out of 10? Anything from a 0 right the way through to the 10. We've got a 5 from Viv Huff. We've got a 4 from Pronto. We've got a 7 from Jeff C. We've got a 6 from Fleur Rose. We've got a 5 from Quiet Mouse, down to a 4 from Carrie May, up to a 7 from Witch Morgana. Muzzam gives it a, wow, 1. Dunk59 gives it a 4. Thank you. Lol, says Lauren, and it's a 7. You are going to like joke number 2 coming up in a minute. Cold Feet is saying, "Mike, do you have a proper job?" No, I don't have a proper job. Actually, I do have. My proper job isn't holding cards up. And we've got Viv Huff saying he's a male model. Yes, that's my full-time job. I do have a bit of a full-time job, but more about that coming soon. We've got we had that 1, we had the 4, we had the 7 from Lauren, we had a 5 from Tulia. Welcome to the Good Morning Buzzers room to JRM62. Muzzam has to make up for Sash because he's not here. Muzzam is from Australia, just like Sasquatch. And I think we've all learned now from this Good Morning Buzzers show, broadcast, call it what you will. I think we've all learned that the Australian humour is a little bit upside down, and so are their numbers. So We often get a 1 from them. Please send in your jokes. Send in poetry, either written by you or by somebody else. Send in sayings. We need a good saying, either a fun one that was said by your mum when you were young, or that sort of thing. And that we need anything, messages, anything you can think of, sending in photos. And send it in, and if it's a joke, we'll read it out. If it's anything else, we'll see what we can do with it. So those are the votes coming in for joke number 1, which so far has got an average of 5. Shortly, we're going to go and have a look at the Buzz50 site, do some birthdays, which I missed off yesterday. Something will then change in the room. We're going to do Spot the Difference. Do you remember we used to do it in magazines and comics where you'd see 2 photos or 2 pictures, line drawings, and you'd have to guess 13 differences. Don't know why I said 13. 8 differences. Eat your greens, says Quiet Mouse. That's what her mum used to say. Eat your greens. Shawnee Fan has come in to the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you, Shawnee Fan. Hi, Sean, says Quiet Mouse. Hi, Sean, says Witch Morgana. Quiet, and also you can't, or quiet, and also you can't leave the table till you eat the lot. If at first you don't succeed, says Viv Huff. We all know this one. Give up. So let's have a listen to, the name that tune has been won. Can you identify this famous voice?
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London. Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
And Fleur Rose, if you don't stop crying, I will give you something to cry about. Was that your mum, Fleur, saying that to you? I don't know. Okay, we've had a few sayings then as well. Can you identify this voice?
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
7:30 a.m. every day. We'll be here 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, Wednesday. Do come and join us. Do send in loads of stuff. If you want to send in a message for a relative, a parent, a child, anybody like that, you know, your son or daughter or your neighbour, anybody that deserves a message or you'd like to send a message to, do. And then you can tell them to tune in, even if they're not a member of Buzz50. Oh, very clever, Fee. Hello to all our Aussie friends. Typing somehow upside down. One of the Beatles, George Harrison, says Tulia for this. Hugh Grant says Fleur Rose. No, Fleur Rose.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
What's that all about, Fleur, says Laurie.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
How do you guys write upside down, says Mazem. I have no idea. Bradley Walsh says Quiet Mouse One. Let's listen to it.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
No, it isn't Bradley Walsh. So we'll switch screens now. Have a look at the site. Have a look at, can you guess what this is? And then we'll come back and see if you can spot what the difference is in the room. And if you can think of anything else we could be doing at 7:30 a.m. every morning. I don't mean something else like go and do some gardening, Mike. I mean something else that we can do on here to make it a little bit different. Let's click that screen, do a screen share, then we should all be looking at the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. If only I've clicked the right things here. And so you can see here all the buzzers typing in here. On the right-hand side, those who are in the Good Morning Buzzers room, Witch Morgana, Carrie May, Dunk 59, Fee, Fleur Rose, Jeff C, Lauren, Mizan, Old Timer 1477 Pronto, Quiet Mouse 1, Shawnee Fun, Tulia, and Viv Huff. And then can you guess what this is? It's a close-up of an object that you would probably see, lots of us would see every day. It is not a cigarette. I think we had that guess yesterday. Can you name what this is? And we have got birthdays today. Let's cancel that there. That should work fine. If you click social on the Buzz50 homepage, in the left-hand side, you'll see whose birthday it is. Then you can click on any of these and go to their pages right on their walls, send them messages, send them gifts. Happy birthday to you if it's your birthday, even if you're not being read out here. But happy birthday to Innuendo, Sweet May, All Things Blue, Laney 2710, Caliph Guy 52, and Pauline. Happy birthday to all of you. Loads of new members joining every day. I think we had 45 day before yesterday, 28 is today. 13 already have joined today, so we're doing really well. From places like England, USA, Italy, Old Duty, Stefano from England. Yeah, that should be swapped around a bit, shouldn't it? It should be Stefano from Italy and Old Duty from England, but that's how it is. Wales, Europe, all over the place, Africa, where Makith is from. So welcome to Buzz 50 to all of you. There is a new Guess the Famous Face. The last one's been guessed. Here it is. Can you, from this pixelated picture, name who this is? You can do it now if you want live, but I've no idea who it is. The only way of doing it properly is to go to the forums page. So click forums here at the top of the site, and then scroll down to the famous face, or go to the home page and you'll see it at the top there. And then scroll down and reply. Click reply and guess who it is. Judd says Kevin Keegan. Ginny says Angela Lansbury. No idea who that is. Old teenager, excuse me, says Glenn Close. Fee says Rod Stewart. Let's have a quick look at the chat room, see if anyone's guessing anything. Piece of wood, says Lauren. No, this is for this here. Can you guess what is this? We've got people saying a stick, says Viv Huff. A twig, says Quiet Mouse. Muzem says fluff. My dog would love it, says Quiet Mouse. A strand of hair, says Julia. Nose hair, says Viv Huff. Piece of wood, says Lauren. Hee, says Viv Huff. Inside of a hanky after blowing your nose. Pronto. You don't think it's that. You've just said that because you want to say something like that and be yucky. Yuck, pronto. Ew, says Witch Morgana. Lauren says, haha, pronto. Princess Diana says Muzem. Oh, for this, Princess Diana. Is it? Could it be? Could be, couldn't it? I don't know. Has Princess Diana been guessed yet? Let's scroll down. Yeah, New Tricks has guessed Princess Diana. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? Let's find out who it is. Not today, though. We'll have to wait till it's guessed. Let's switch back and see if you can spot the difference. And then also, let's do joke number 2 and see if it can beat the amazing joke number 1, which scored 5 out of 10. And then we'll see if we've got anything else that we need to do. And then we'll do international roll call. I guess David Dickinson this morning, says Fee. I have no idea whether it's right or not, Fee. I don't know who that is. That's run by Pony on Table, says Fleur Rose. Well, oh, yes. Spot the difference. The silly game we do is indeed Pony sitting here on the table. Pony wasn't there. Pony actually, if you really want to know, was hiding behind that little pink radio. And then crawled around to in front of the pink radio whilst I was doing the broadcast. I hadn't noticed, to be honest, but Fleur Rose did. So well done for that. And can you identify this voice? And then we'll do joke number 2. Bird on mantelpiece, says Viv Huff. Has a bird flown in whilst I've been doing this? Maybe so. That's a plant. What's another plant? Don't know what these are. These are Miller's various concoctions. But it was, in fact, Pony, just there. So can you identify this famous voice?
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
It's behind you, says Viv Huff. Ah, where? Right, okay, sorry. Let's do joke number 2. Are you sitting comfortably? A little girl was talking to her teacher about whales. Not the country, those big mammals that swim around in the sea. Little girl was talking to her teacher about whales. The teacher said it was physically impossible for a whale to swallow a human because although it was a very large mammal, its throat was very small. The little girl said, well, Jonah was swallowed by a whale. Irritated, the teacher reiterated that a whale could not swallow a human. It was physically impossible. The little girl said, well, when I get to heaven, I'll ask Jonah. The teacher asked, what if Jonah went to hell? The little girl replied, then you can ask him. Dun, 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 dun. Joke number 2, the whale and Jonah and the little girl and the irritated teacher. Please can I have your votes out of 10? Please send more jokes in. I've got a few lined up, but we need more jokes. We need poems. We need sayings. We've got an 8 from Fleur Rose. Fee has left the room, has had to go. Perhaps, no, I don't think because of that joke. Pronto's given it a 5. Viv Huff has given it a 1. Jeff C's given it a 9. Lauren's given it a 10. Quiet Mouse has given it an 8. Muzem's given it a 7, which Morgana's given it a 5. Old Time has given it a 7. Dunk's given it an 8. It's doing pretty well. I think I know whether that's going to get to first or second position. Two things we can do now. One is have another listen to this.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
Who is that? And also, can we please do, I know we do it every day, it is for the benefit of people that are watching this maybe for the first time, international roll call. That's where, because we're from all around the world, we're just a friendly group of buzzers. Not a dating site, just a friendship site for over 50s, although a few people have dated on here, but that's what happens in real life. If it's completely free to join, we're from all over the world. If you can type in where you're from, what time it is, or what time it is and where you're from. I'm from Birmingham in England, and it is 7:50 a.m. Quiet Mouse is saying something. Mike, please split my buzzer points between Muzem and Viv Huff. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Let's copy that. I'll clarify that with you in a PM, Quiet Mouse, whether you're giving them all away or the 10,000. Let's have a quick look. Let's go to there. If I don't make a note now, my memory. I can say my memory isn't what it used to be. My memory is what it used to be. It's always been that I'm better off writing things down. Not much has changed there. So the jokes, the votes for the jokes, and we've got lots of people typing in. We had a 9. We had the 9, the 10, the 8, the 7, the 5 from Witch Morgana. We had the 7 from Old Timer, the 8 from Dunk. And then we are on to international roll call. Pronto, 8:50 a.m. in his cave. Muzem in Melbourne, Australia, where it's 6:51 p.m. Tulia's near Cambridge. Viv Huff says, love you, Mouse. 7:51 a.m. in Bonnie, Scotland, from Dunk 59. Who's dating? Mike, spill the beans. I won't, Fleur. I just won't. I've been paid not to. But if you pay me a little bit more, then we'll see what we can do. Essex, says Viv Huff. Witch Morgana, 3:51 p.m. in the Philippines. Viv Huff dances around her handbag. Old Timers from Bristol in the UK. Blue Mountains, west of Sydney, Australia, is where Jeff C is from, where it is 6:60 p.m. 6:60 p.m. That's a good timing from Australia. Essex, says Quiet Mouse. Hugs Viv. Quiet Mouse, you really shouldn't, says Muzem. Fleur Rose, a smiley sort of a face. Welcome to the Good Morning Buzzers room. Rabel! A little bit late, but you're here. Viv Huff kicks off her white stiletto. 6:50 p.m., says Jeff C. From Bogota, says Lauren. Colombia, which is in South America, and it's 2:51 a.m. Hola guapo, says Viv Huff. My pleasure, Muzem, says Quiet Mouse. Hola, says Ray Blebs. Witch Morgana, hello, Ray. Hi, Ray, says Tulia. Hello, Viv. Hello, Ray. Hello, Ray. Hello, Ray. Ray, you've created something just coming into the room. That's all you need to do. Walk into the room. When Rabel walks into a room, everybody stops what they're doing. Let's all say goodbye. I'll add up the votes for the joke. Say goodbye. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's been fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you. I'll have a check to see if there have been any PMs, any messages come in. Nobody's phoned in for a few days. Do jot down the numbers and phone in tomorrow, Wednesday, or call us on Skype. So we've got the votes in. We had joke number 1. Let's get joke number 2's average. Oh, look, an easy winner. We had joke number 1, came in second place, scored an average of 5. And that was sent in by Magnum. Thanks for that, Magnum. But joke number 2 ran away with it with 6.8. Little Girl, Wales, Jonah, and the irritated school teacher got 6.8 out of 10 and is the winner. No points for that, but the winner. Nobody has guessed who this is. People are starting.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
People have started to say goodbye. Let's play our nice background music. Let's start there while we do the goodbyes. This is called Happy Background Music, which is our theme tune. No copyright, so we're safe. Bye all, have a nice day, says Dunk. Viv Huff has left the building. Nice show, Mike, says Muzem. Bye. Mike, take care. Bye, Viv, says Quiet Mouse 1. Oh, hola, Lawrence, says Rabel. Bye, everyone, says Witch Morgana. Michael Kane says Tulia for this. Can we do it at the same time?
Yeah, they're doing great. They're all in London.
No, it's not. Thanks, Mike. Bye, all. Bye, all. Thank you all. Do send some stuff in. Bye, all, says Tulia. And see you tomorrow, same time, same place, slightly different stuff. Good morning, buzzers.